God moves in a mysterious way. Methodist Hymn 503. This hymn, written by William Cowper, has been described as the greatest hymn on the subject of divine providence. And only a man of William Cowper's poetical genius and spiritual insight could have written it. The hymn was published in the Olney Hymns in 1779 under the heading Light Shining Out of Darkness. It was published with the following words of Jesus to Simon Peter during the feet washing at the Last Supper attached to it. What I am doing now you do not understand, but one day you will understand. John chapter 13 verse 7. It is believed that William Cowper wrote the hymn just after he had mercifully and mysteriously been prevented from committing suicide by drowning himself in the River Ouse at Olney in Buckinghamshire. There are two contrasting notes that dictate the message of the hymn, namely perplexity and confidence. That is, perplexity in the face of life's strange and inexplicable happenings, and confidence in God's wise and merciful ordering of the affairs of our human lives. The hymn begins with the acknowledgement that in his dealings with humankind, God's ways are mysterious. This is an undeniable fact because many of the things that happen in life, those that happen in our own lives as well as in the lives of others, are beyond our comprehension. We are baffled by them. They appear to be entirely irrational, and worst of all, they seem to be inconsistent with our belief as Christians in God's love and goodness. In such situations, we are tempted to ask, how can a loving and omnipotent God allow such things to happen? But the message of the hymn says, at such times, we should not be afraid, rather we should take courage. However dark the situation, God has not opted out of it. In fact, He is actively involved. In ways beyond our understanding, God is performing His wonders because He moves and acts mysteriously. In the last stanza of the hymn, the author William Cowper assures us that God is God and we are humans. It is impossible for us to understand the purposes of God for our lives. The future is veiled from our eyes, but not from the eyes of God. He sees the end from the beginning. He knows what He is about. In fact, He is His own interpreter, and He will make all things plain. So, my brother, my sister, let us trust in God's faithfulness and with confidence say with St. Paul, we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. Yes, God moves in a mysterious way. The tune is from Old Methodist Hymn Book.
Sing